You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodriguez for Black and White Sports. Oh, my God. This is insane. But evidently, it's something that could be coming down the pipeline. And it just shows there is no end to the greed known as the NFL. And does it surprise me with the onset and the growth and the ever-expanding nature of sports gambling from state to state to state? No. But we know one thing is clear. Where the hell are you going to get quarterbacks at? The quarterback play in the NFL is not good right now for about anywhere between 8 and 10 teams. Pretty much can forget it. You're not in the Super Bowl hunt any year because of quarterback play. Mike Florio of PFT, he put this out there. I don't know if this is a rumor. I don't know if this is something that he's heard coming down the pipeline. I would guess it has been blowing in the wind. Let's look at this. This is crazy. Expansion to 40 teams isn't as crazy as it sounds. If and when the NFL offers St. Louis an expansion team in an effort to resolve the Rams' relocation litigation, the league wouldn't move to an odd number of teams. The league would add a second team if it adds a first one, which gives a rise to a bigger question. How many more teams could the NFL eventually add? Regardless of whether the league successfully expands the regular season to 18 games in order to increase inventory for betting purposes, guys, 18 games is coming. It's coming in the next 5 to 10 years. That's happening. Okay, so let's just get that part out of the way as if it's not just a rumor. That's going to happen. Parentheses, it wants to do it. The question is when it can persuade the NFL Players Associations to do it. I wonder if he means players, but I don't know. Adding teams adds inventory too. With more and more young, capable quarterbacks entering the NFL, it's not crazy to think that the talent pool from college can support 34, 36, 38, or even 40 teams. Really? Some of these quarterbacks are not working out. I hate to break it to you. They're not working out. You know what? This might be Mike Florio's way of getting Colin Kaepernick back in the league. Not really. Yes, 40 teams. If the expansion process from 32 begins, 40 becomes the natural ending point. That would result in 8 divisions of 5 teams each. And it would make sense at that point to have 16 playoff teams. There could even be a preliminary round that trims a field of 20 teams to 16, with 6 teams in each conference getting a bye and 4 others playing in a new wild card round, locking in a field of 8 teams per conference. Good hell. So where would the teams be headquartered? Obviously, St. Louis, London, which has 2 NFL-ready stadiums, would have 2 like L.A., and then it would be time to find 5 other domestic markets. I can tell you right now, San Antonio would be a huge market for the NFL. They want it so bad. I mean, you're talking about a city that literally put week in, week out 25,000 people into the AAF, not XFL. Alliance of American Football had 22 to 25,000 in San Antonio. The other place is going to be Orlando, I can tell you right now. Making that task somewhat easier would be the potential emergence of a trend towards smaller stadiums, especially in cities that would never be in the Super Bowl mix. Now, he's not talking about competing for a Super Bowl. He's talking about actually hosting one. A venue in the range of 40 to 50,000 would be nearly as profitable as a larger stadium with an extra 20,000 upper deck general admission seats. Smaller stadiums would be cheaper to build and easier to fill in a smaller market. As legal sports wagering spreads, the cash spent by in-stadium crowd matters less than the revenue from, for example, live in-game wagering via real-time broadcasting of games with no latency. It's coming. At that point, what matters is how the game is televised, not where the game is played. The conversations about possibly growing to 40 teams is already happening at the highest levels of the league. It will take time to get there, but in time it will happen. The money will make it so. So Florio is saying the conversations are happening. They're going on at the highest levels. Most likely, and I'm not going to put words into his mouth, but that means that the Players Association, that means Roger Goodell, that means the owners have all got together and they are discussing this right now because of sports wagering. To get to 40 teams, I would think it would take 20 years. I really do. I think you're looking at 20 years out to get to that many teams. I could be wrong. They might be able to fast track it. I don't know. Like I said, San Antonio would be one. They are starved. They've been wanting an NFL team for 20 years now, at least, and they would sell out every game. Orlando had a very good attendance for the AAF, and then you're going to start hearing about other cities coming along. And can we just make an observation? How about we move the LA Chargers out of LA? How about back to San Diego? I mean, something's got to give there because it's an embarrassment. It's mostly visiting team fans in that stadium for every game. They don't have a home game. Chargers don't have a home game. I mean, that is mostly 70-30, generally speaking. It's visiting team fans. I mean, it's embarrassing. And they got a hell of a young quarterback out there, and nobody's showing up for the home team. This is crazy, but this is what you're going to start seeing. This is why the NFL, unless the only thing that can stop this train is a major gambling scandal. Major gambling scandal. Because otherwise, they're going to absolutely do it. In-game wagering is going to happen. It's going to happen. And that is where the NFL's cash cow will come from, along with television revenue. 40 teams, 20 playoff teams, a first-round trim, down to 16, buys good hell. I tell you what, I don't care what he says about college football quarterbacks. There are not enough good college football quarterbacks coming in the league. Hell, Trevor Lawrence was supposed to be can't miss, and right now, we literally don't know with him. We don't. Okay, the only quarterback that looks like surefire gonna happen, Mac Jones. That's it. Trey Lance hardly plays. Justin Fields flashes. But, I mean, let's be real. There's 18 good quarterbacks in the NFL right now. 18. So you're mean to tell me you want to find another 22 altogether, counting the ones that are already in the league now? Personally speaking, if you wanted to make competition the best it could be, you trim this son of a gun down to 28. But they won't, and St. Louis will get another NFL team as part of that litigation. That's going to happen. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.